I've been back and forth with the script and ideas for this video for a while now. Originally, I was going to make a direct comparison between RE2 and RE3 Remake, but I quickly lost passion as the script was developing. So I felt like I needed to restructure my thought process and came to this conclusion. While RE3 is a good game, compared to RE2 it feels less polished, like it just misses the mark. And I hope with this video I can find out why.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
All right, let me grab my...
One of the things that RE3 lacks is a cohesive and strong atmosphere. Unlike in RE2 where you spend a good amount of time exploring the sometimes empty RPD that keeps tension high with zombies hidden about the hallways and ambience that's there to trick you and keep you on edge, RE3 decides to throw all of that away for more zombies and set pieces. While I understand that's to be expected due to the original RE3 being more action focused, it's still not that great of a reason to gut its atmosphere. OG RE3, despite being more actiony, balances action with atmosphere by making a Raccoon City you could somewhat explore while adding to its survival horror. RE3 Remake on the other hand is just straight up action with slight exploration in a much smaller Raccoon City, with the peak of its survival horror being the demo section. Overall, making the end product slightly disappointing to me. Here's hoping they don't gut the atmosphere for the RE4 Remake. The dodge isn't that great. There's times I dodge one zombie only to get immediately grabbed by another. There's some sort of cooldown on the perfect dodge so you can't instantly perfect dodge into another perfect dodge to keep the action going. It feels rather counterintuitive that they'd outright punish you for doing the right thing. This problem really started to show itself when I was trying to fight Final Nemesis on Inferno mode, which I'll get to a bit later. But to close this off, I just want to say if you're looking to make your game more action based and give the player tools and mechanics to feed into that, make sure they work properly and fully reward the player. Ever since the OG RE2 and 3, you've had your stalker enemy that chase you down and complicate your movements, forcing you to adapt to get to your goal. The remakes also have them with RE2 remakes, Mr. X chasing you around the RPD, forcing you to either down him or change up your route to lose him due to the RPD being that open. And when he barrages in for a scripted event, panic still ensues even though you've dealt with him already. While I get that people wanted Nemesis to follow in the footsteps of Mr. X, I'm happy with how he's delegated to a few chase sequences and set pieces. The game could have done with more Nemesis set pieces but not more chase sequences, and that's due to how linear the map is. When he appears, there's always one way to go with no space to outrun him. He'd mostly just show up and combo the life out of me with the help of the zombies, which I can't show cause all that footage got corrupted for some strange reason. But for a highly intelligent and dangerous tyrant, Nemesis doesn't get much shine, which is a downright shame. Another area of this game that falls flat are the boss fights, with all of them being pretty generic battles against Nemesis, with the final two being downright awful. The second to last fight is just a rehash of the second fight in the arena with the mobs being spawned to really ramp up the fun factor. And the final boss being more of a victory lap on lower difficulties, which I have no problems with, but the instant you do this on Inferno, the worse it gets. From stun locking you to death in 2 or 3 hits, with random asset that stuns you if it touches you leading to death, or my favorite, requiring you to do nothing but perfect dodges but having a game that recognizes your inputs due to the whole dodge cooldown thing I mentioned earlier, making Final Nemesis one of the worst bosses I've had to fight in recent memory. RE2 didn't have much memorable boss fights either, but Final Tyrant is a pretty engaging fight in Leon's campaign that makes up for most of the weaker ones. I wish RE3 had something like that, but sadly, it doesn't.
Suck my motherfucking dick! You heard it.
It's no secret that the mainline Resident Evil games have always had high replayability due to their unlockable costumes, weapons, and modes. Well, RE3 Remake does away with that with the Unlock Shop, where you can buy extra weapons, gameplay altering items, and one costume for Jill with points that you get for completing challenges such as beating the game on a set difficulty within S rank. I find it to be a cool idea since there's no S plus rank like in RE2, it heavily incentivizes you to get what you need to replay the game with a better time. But this alone doesn't add much to its replayability. There's no mercenaries mode or anything to make use of the action focused gameplay like its original counterpart. The most they've done to change things up was changing item spawns and switching up enemy placements, which is nice, but in the grand scheme of things really weighs down repeat playthroughs. It's also crazy with the legacy that Jill has as an RE protagonist, they only give her one outfit. That being her RE1 Stars outfit, and only if you pre-order the game do you get a reimagined version of her OG RE3 costume. Where's her RE5 costumes or the one she had in Revelations? With weak unlocks like these, it's easy to see why most people won't play the game after their first run. Like I said before, I still think RE3 Remake is a good game with a couple of blemishes that don't really help to push the series that much further and keeps the series evolution just that bit stagnant. Let's all hope with the RE4 Remake and RE8, M2 and Capcom learn from this and expand on ways to fix all these issues. Thanks for watching. While I understand that's to be expected due to the original RE3 being more action focused, it's still not that great of a reason to gut its atmosphere. RE3 would change up your route to lose him due to the RPD being that open, and when he busts in for a secret, ever since the OG RE2 and 3, you had a stalker enemy that chased you down and complicates your movements, forcing you to adapt to get to your goal. The remix, what? Where's her RE5 costumes or the one she had in Revelations? With weak unlocks like these, it's easy to